Hi, I'm T-Man, and I love Mario and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. My friends also love Mario, but they have never played Wonder before. So naturally, I decided to lock them up in my gaming dungeon as they guess the name of essentially every new enemy in this game, plus a little tier list on the side. This gets pretty out of hand, and you really don't want to miss some of the chaos that occurs. So grab some popcorn, break out the baklava, and stay for some stupid fun and laughs. Here we are with some Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and so we are here with good old Topaz.
Yeah.
Well,
Did I die?
you did die a
Your
bit.
voice kind of went. You were like, yeah.
Oh boy.
That's okay.
Lovely.
And yeah, we also have PB the Best.
Hey.
I don't know anything
been a
about this
while.
game.
That's great. So yeah,
I know some, but I don't. Not as much.
so yeah, so we both know Mario. Mario's a classic, but you don't know any of these enemies. There's like 30 plus enemies here. They're very weird, and some of them are a little odd. And so yeah, you guys are just gonna try to guess the names of them with absolutely no context. And we're gonna do a little tier list on the side. First, in Super Mario Wonder, we come to the lovely land of the Rock Plateau, where the grass is green and the wonder effects are hallucinating. Whatever you want to call it.
Man, it's beautiful.
Yes. So, and in this land, you will find yourself to this little guy right here. What is this? What is this guy's
It's
name?
like he got violated by someone.
That looks like Victim Vernon. That is his name.
You're not far off. He has been a little violated.
Oh gosh.
Context.
So-
Dong dong.
So these guys are called skedaddlers. And so basically, literally, as soon as anybody comes up to him, he just starts running. Clearly, he has some PTSD from whenever he was a victim. So
Oh lord.
don't worry about that. But so yeah, where would you rank this little victim Vernon?
I'd say like B tier. I love Skedaddler. I love his name, and he looks really funky. He looks really cute, so I'd say B. He looks like he's wearing like a tracksuit or like swim trunks.
You're not far off.
Yeah, he's definitely going for a big ol' swim. He's a rhino, but he's also a swimmer. So I think we all know what his name should be.
Rye swim.
My
It's-
other answer is gonna be Spermy, because
What?
Where are we going with
sperms
this?
are swimmers.
I mean, that's how he exists in the first place. He was the strongest swimmer.
Exactly.
What?
I think he should be an S because he obviously was the winter swimmer.
S for Spermy the swimmer.
I
Yes,
can agree
exactly,
with that.
exactly.
Okay, Spermy the swimmer goes in S. Okay.
The name Spermy is vile, but I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna fight it.
So yeah, now we have this big old boy. He's a tall.
Oh, what the heck?
What in the world is that?
It's a big old tumor.
Yeah, let's go with that. His name is Tumor.
Tumor. So okay, we got the tumor. Does he have a name or is it just the tumor?
The tumor.
The
I
tumor.
mean, 98% of him is a tumor.
D. I hate him. He's.
I agree. Total D energy.
Okay. This one's gonna look really basic compared to what we've had so far, but this is what's next.
What do you mean
Oh.
basic?
What is wrong with his face? Oh wait, are those eyeballs like on the bottom or like on the top of the swirls?
So
I
the
thought the eyeballs were on top and those are teeth. But that's
No.
not the eyes.
no, the
Oh.
eyeballs are.
He looks like he's tripping on something.
He looks like a really angry acid doser. That's what the eyes are. The things on top. And those are teeth.
Those are the antennas.
His name is Ashton, and he's on acid.
Yes, I completely
Ashton on
agree.
acid. Okay. I mean, yeah. Basically, this whole game with the whole Wonder Flower thing. That's basically like they're all tripping.
I'd say A for acid.
A for acid. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's his only rightful place.
We got an angry little guy coming up. Where does this
Oh,
guy
okay,
go?
that was actually not too bad. I mean, he's a little scary looking, a little angry, but like, he's the most normal so far.
Yeah, he's a little scary looking. His teeth are a little problematic. He needs to see a dentist. I'd say Hilbert.
Hilbert.
Yeah.
Hilbert,
Hilbert.
where did that come from?
I don't know. I think it's just the general facial expression and the teeth. He just looks like a Hilbert.
This gives Hilbert energy.
Yeah, he's giving me some Hilbert energy
I
right
mean,
now.
yeah, basically, like,
Okay.
you know, I mean, I don't know what a Hilbert is. You know,
You don't know what a Hilbert is? That's someone's name, mister.
Hilbert,
Yeah,
really?
gosh, just
That's
make a
somebody-
note of all Hilberts.
Hilbert is
Yeah,
somebody's name.
David Hilbert.
Da-
Honestly, David Hilbert kind of looks like that.
is
The
that
resemblance is striking.
Okay, I
Something
mean,
you just knew it was Hilbert energy.
He doesn't look like he'd be very fun at a party. He looks like he'd just come like just for the snack table, eat all your food, and then dip. I'd say C.
C tier. Okay, so better than the
Like
tumor.
it seems like a vibe, but like a not so great vibe.
Okay.
Right. I mean, he's really just looking for love, but he doesn't know how to express that.
He won't give you a tumor.
What do you mean he won't give you a tumor? Here, let me touch you with my tumor. Just breaks out.
Yeah, so we got a big boy here.
Oh my goodness.
Hector the Heavy.
Extra the heavy.
Hector the heavy hippo.
He looks like he'd be a great stand-in for a bouncy castle.
Gosh. That's not a bouncy castle. That is a trampoline. You get inside a bouncy castle. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I mean, Topaz isn't wrong. Like in the game, you do bounce off of this guy like a trampoline, but not a bouncy.
Yeah, that's a trampoline. He said bouncy castle.
Before I was rudely interrupted. He looks like he'd be a really fun stand-in for a trampoline when you
There
can't
we go.
afford one. So he seems like a pretty chill guy who just doesn't really need much maintenance. I'd say like A tier. He seems pretty chill.
Okay, but is
Yeah,
he
I
better?
agree.
Is he better or worse than the acid tripping?
I'd say
Yeah.
below.
So we got a little Koopa Troopa here, but he does have some roller skates there.
Okay, I'm gonna like actually try. So there's normal Koopa Troopa, right? There's Para Koopa, which is like with the wings.
Mhm.
I'm struggling. Help. His name is Koopa the Quick. No, that's an actual character. This is
yeah.
Koopa the Swift. Koopa the Extra Quick, because he's got wheels.
So yeah, we got Koopa the Extra Quick or Koopa the Swift, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, he's a pretty standard character, not too special, but does he belong anywhere special on here?
He is rocking. Like I can picture him at the roller skate rink, just rainbows flying out of his wheels, like trailing behind him. He is S tier, baby.
Is he better than Spermy though?
Yeah, Spermy is the winner. So
We got this little guy.
he's
like a breed of like, you know, like the Hammer Bros, like the Sumo Bros, but he's a little different.
that man is consent monitor Carl, because he's just standing there like, no, stop. It's like any kind of consent, really. Like you gotta stop. He's telling you to stop before you get consent.
I'm wondering why he's only eyebrows and no eyes.
He's seen too many things, which is what inspired him to be, hey, you gotta get consent before you want to like hug a person or like kiss a person. It is a really important job too. It's a really important thing to remember.
I'm thinking maybe D level.
What?
Maybe he has a point. Do we really need a consent monitor?
I don't know you. Well, I am trapped in T-Man's basement. Help. Someone come get me.
Well, you're trapped in my gaming dungeon, so what are you gonna do?
No.
No, I don't think I gave consent to be in your gaming dungeon.
Well, there's no consent Carl in the dungeon to protect you, so get cozy. Well, maybe he protects this guy. What's his name again?
Oh, Victim Vernon.
Yeah, you know, so after everything Vernon has gone through, Carl saw this and decided he needs to protect his people, you know, step up. And that's where he probably got his name from.
He sounds like a hero. I'd put him above Vernon.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe A level.
Hey, you just said D.
Well, after further contemplation, I realized that
I changed my ways.
Okay, but if he's an A tier, is he better than Acid or Hector?
Acid
right
is
in
really
between.
awesome. Yeah, I'd say in between.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, our next boy is a bit springy. He has two forms. He can either be compressed or he can spring up like so.
His name is Nut Columbo.
not Columbo. I don't think Consent Carl would approve of that name.
look at him look at the little guy. He's a nut. Nut Columbo.
It sounds like you're using that as a verb, though.
No. Who is Columbo and why are you? I'm gonna
Also,
stop.
what's Columbo?
All right. Well, how about you give a better name then?
I think he looks like an acorn. He's kind of springy. That's all I have.
Well, Nut Columbo it is, but where is he going now?
D. He does not deserve to be anywhere with that name.
Is he better than the tumor?
Absolutely. I would say he's better than tumor because tumors are contagious and I don't want any of that, dude.
You know, I can get on board with that logic. And with that, we have finished the Rock Plateau. We move to relax in the wonderful Pedo Isles, where the sun is hot and the beach is refreshing. Bazar has taken over a portion of this paradise, but we'll revisit what King Koopa is up to later. Our first enemy in this land comes with sharp teeth, and he has some vision problems with both of his eyes having merged into one, so it's a little odd.
Oh, he's kind of like, he's a mirror version of himself if you cut him in half.
He looks like he's been squashed by a steamroller.
Well, in the real game, he is kind of squashed in 2D, so you're not far off.
Flat Frank. That's his name.
Yeah, I mean, he's not too special. Where does he rank here?
I'd say like bottom of C.
I don't want him near Nut Columbo or the tumor.
He doesn't deserve any of that trauma. Wait, hold on. I have an edit. Wait, you need to take the consent. You need to take Carl, the consent manager. You need to separate Nut Columbo and the tumor. They are causing a ruckus.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. You know, he's seeing these two get together, and he knows that that's bad news, and he has to separate them. It's his civil duty.
He's on duty
That's
right
how
now.
humble he is, yes. He kind of looks like a Wayne.
Wondrous Wayne.
He really looks like a Wayne.
Yes.
I don't know. Wondrous Wayne looks kind of mid. What do you think?
I don't know, he's kind of cute, but also, I wouldn't want to hug him.
I'd say like top of C maybe.
Top of C?
Yeah, I think top of C would make sense.
Okay, so hear me out. I think it makes sense to put Victim Vernon in D tier with our lovely friend the tumor, because then it's like he's running away from him. You know, it makes sense, right? I mean...
The tumor's
I
why
think you're-
he's all messed up. You putting him back with him?
You monster.
You monster!
No. He's protected by our good friend Consent Monitor Carl, and Vernon is shielded.
No, Nut Columbo is next to him. Nut Columbo obviously looks excited. He's gonna spring up any moment now.
I think you're gonna need someone to separate Nut Columbo and the tumor. I think Spermie needs to go between them. I'm sorry. It's only fitting. It's
How does
only
that
fitting.
make sense to put Spermie next to Nut Columbo?
Think about what just came out of your mouth right now and get back to me.
Okay, this is making sense now. The tumor is trying to reach Victim Vernon, but Consent Monitor Carl is protecting him. And meanwhile, Spermie is making a move for Nut Columbo. The lore is getting real now.
We're making our own headcanon.
So did Spermie come from the tumor, or how's this working now?
Yes, T-Man.
Nut Columbo and the tumor got together and they were jumping on the trampoline hippo guy up there, and then bam, Spermie came out, and then
Spermie came out.
He's
ready to
Spermie,
run to something.
yeah, he's running towards Nut Columbo because he's separating those two, and because the tumor was like kind of sad, he went for Victim Vernon, well, normal Vernon, well, not Victim Vernon, but then he made him into Victim Vernon, which Carl there saw, and he was like, you know what? None of this. And he went and separated them, and that's his job.
Okay, we'll move on from the lore for now, but now we have a bird friend of ours.
Whoa.
Okay, this is the most normal looking one so far. Also, what's between his toes?
You know, like the webbing between birds' feet, the skin flaps, you know, whatever that thing is called. I don't know what it is.
Ew.
Skin flaps.
Okay, I don't know what they
Yes,
are.
delicious skin flaps. Let's just call them skin flaps.
Yo, what up, Skin Flaps?
That's his street name. What's his actual name?
Maybe nobody actually knows his real name, you know?
Right, yeah, everyone only knows him by skin flaps.
He legally changed his name. Skin Flaps, he's pretty chill. Like he seems like the kind of guy who'd like, you know, drop a mixtape or two, come over for like, I don't know, just come over to hang out, you know, have a couple drinks. He's a real party animal. I'd say S tier below Koopa the Swift.
Yes.
I agree. And we have another bird here, and this one's an interesting one. So, you know, I'll show what they can do. Essentially, they can shoot out their own beak, and it'll stick to walls and extend itself out. So, you know, what do you guys think of this one? It's like a little odd, but what do you think?
That is horrifying. Oh man.
I don't know. It looks like Penelope, maybe. Like
Yeah, I'd say Penelope.
Penelope?
Yeah.
She has like a cute little bun on top. I don't really know what that is, but it looks like a bun.
But how good are we saying Penelope is?
I mean, B tier is feeling kind of lonely.
Okay, well, yeah, well, moving on. We have another bird here. Wait, that's not a bird. Never mind. Okay.
I love that bird.
Okay, I see
Yeah,
now.
Brutus the bird.
Yep. I completely back that decision.
Okay, Brutus the bird. He's a little weird, but where does he belong?
Why is he weird? What did he do to you?
Yeah.
Huh? Got a problem?
Huh? I don't know. I feel like he deserves S tier for this abuse from TMan.
Absolutely. He deserves better. A lot better.
Bottom side of S tier because he's not that great. But you know S tier.
Yeah.
So pity S tier.
It's like a pity S.
But we don't tell him that because, to spare his feelings.
Okay, we won't tell Brutus about that. But next we have some directional boys. They can basically only go in one direction, and if they see you, then they'll charge at you, but only in the direction that the arrow is pointing.
They seem very close-minded if they're going in one direction. Man, this one's a thinker. Hold on.
I'm kind of confused as what I'm looking at with the right one.
He has dentures. So the right one is a dentured servant, and the left one is an indentured servant. Servants to the master. And we have yet to see the master. We don't know who the master is yet. But when we see him, we'll know when we see the master.
Okay, well, starting with the dentured servant, where does he belong?
The dentured servant? You know what they say. Having teeth is overrated. D tier. Actually, no, bottom of C.
I was going to say bottom of C. I mean, we've got kind of a shark pokey theme going on in C.
Yeah, I'd say C.
So if having dentures is overrated, then where does the indentured servant belong?
Well, since he doesn't have any teeth, that makes him a little bit higher. I'd put him in B with Penelope.
Yeah, but definitely below Penelope because we care a lot about her.
That makes sense. But don't be alarmed about this next one. It's a bit scary and it's a bit of a chompy boy.
Wowza.
I think these guys are the dentured servants. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Is he the master?
No, he's too small to be a master. He's got gold teeth, so he's like master of the ladies. His name is Raekwon.
So we got Raekwon, master of the ladies. Okay.
Yeah.
But just how good is this master on our list?
I'd put him in A tier below trampoline because trampolines are objectively better than people.
I mean, yeah, Hector the Heavy is pretty good, so I can see your reasoning. This next boy is just so much worse. He gets hungry, and when he does, he decides just to open up and swallow some Goombas. So, it's a little bad.
Why is there so much violation?
Get Carl here.
Let me just show you what he does here. Okay, just don't be alarmed.
What?
Oh no!
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Unhinges like a python.
Definitely a bad sight to see, but we won't worry about that. So, what's the name of this absolute monstrosity?
His name is Goblin Gordon.
That's certainly a fitting name for him. I can get on board with that one. And, maybe Gordon is going to try to gobble up Vernon. What do you think about that?
Whoa. He doesn't need another reason to be a victim.
It would add to his title of victim. It's more character development.
I don't know if we want to develop his character in that way.
Any character development is good development. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, it sounds like just Vernon's going to be unprotected while he runs away from the tumor.
That is... Vernon should be scared.
Well, we'll worry about Vernon later. This next enemy looks a bit familiar, but with a little twist here. So what do you think of him?
He's like a watermelon.
Oh, he's not a piranha anymore, so he doesn't like chomp you?
Well, he can still hurt you, but he shoots little black pellets. I assume they're watermelon seeds.
Oh,
he's
so
a watermelon. I knew it.
Oh, he's like chewing tobacco. We don't like those guys.
What?
Ugh.
What are you talking about?
He spits on you. A gum disease. That's all I got. Just gum disease.
Is that the name?
Yeah.
Best friends with tumor.
Yeah.
Go out strolling to the club every day.
Tumor and gum disease.
That'd be the worst day ever. You're just like walking home and you walk into an alleyway and all of a sudden tumor and gum disease. You get spit on and touched.
It's like we got gang activity in D tier over here. I think Carl needs a promotion.
Yeah, he needs more. But we finally depart from Petal Isles and move into Fluff Puff Peaks, where the clouds are fluffy and colorful. The first creature we meet is this boy right here. Don't mess with him, because if you throw anything at him, he'll kick it right back.
That just looks like a furry. You see those cat ears? Or he looks like a tooth. Is that his tooth Sona?
Oh no.
I don't know what I'd call him. I think that's just his name. I don't know.
Furry or tooth Sona?
Tooth Sona the furry?
Absolutely. Toothsona the furry.
Okay, well that's quite the name, but where does Tooth Sona belong on here? You know, it's kind of odd.
People give furries a bad rap, but they're not bad people at all. Like, I don't see where the hate is. They're just misunderstood, just like the cloud guy.
Oh yeah, Hilbert is kind of misunderstood, so now you can have a fun little buddy to hang out with. That makes sense to me. I like that.
Bond over their shared trauma.
Okay, I can explain the next one. Now, before you judge, you know, see he has his back shell missing.
Oh,
And, you know,
is he dead?
Dead?
well, for whatever reason, after he loses that back shell, well, you can see what the aftermath is.
Oh, so he is dead.
Kind of unfortunate, but he can punch strong when he's alive, but, you know, not much else. So what are we calling him?
Fragile Francis. He's like physically fragile, but also emotionally fragile. Like, if you even look at him wrong, he'll just die.
Well, that's a tough life. Does that knock him down on the tier list?
I'd say B, because like B tier is like I'm sensing B tier is like people we like to protect or people we feel pity for. So I'd
Yeah.
say B because he's really sad and we love Francis.
But is he above Penelope?
Absolutely not. He's a worthless
No.
piece of garbage.
Whoa. How'd you go from he's fragile to that piece of trash?
Did I say that
He's
out
telling
loud?
me you're the reason why all of these have trauma.
I am not on the level of Nut Columbo, mister.
Every time I hear the name.
Well, moving back on, we're back with some birds, and this one's pretty standard.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a pretty normal looking owl. It's like a boomerang for
Sweet.
eyebrows, but
You know, that's actually not far from what it actually does in-game. It'll, like, swoop down from its nest in a U shape, you know, kind of like a half-pipe shape.
like a skateboarder. There's
Tony-
Tony Hawk, and then there's Tony Hawk's pet, Tony Bach.
Ah, yes, I too remember Tony Hawk bringing his pet out to the National Skateboard Championship. But is Tony Bach as rad as his owner? I mean, I don't know, is he?
He's really cool. Like, he's such a
I
vibe.
agree.
I'd put him in S tier with the other really cool guys.
Completely agree. My first thought.
But where on S? Is he better than the others?
Nah, he's kind of the lesser of the three. Obviously above the sad little guy on the bottom right there.
Dang, tough life for Brutus, I guess.
I am so... I don't know why I'm so mean today.
He just woke up today and just chose violence.
Okay, well, unlike Brutus the bird, we have another bird here. And this one's a little wild. Essentially, if you are in its sight, it'll just lock in on you and shoot straight at you in a straight line and get stuck in the wall. So watch out.
That's not very
He
cool.
asked for consent.
He is just deeply problematic. I despise him. His name is the Terror of the Trees.
Wow, does not sound like you like him. So how low is he going exactly?
Really, really bad person. Like a red flag. Like, his face is red, just like the flags you should feel.
Although I wouldn't mind if he, got a little nibbled or chomped on by our fellow right next to him.
The gobbler. He needs to be gobbled.
Okay, well, another bird is among us, and this one's just better. This one has sunglasses, and that part on the bottom can pick up items and be really cool.
Whoa! He
This
definitely
guy.
invents stuff.
This guy's been around since the Great War. He's like several gold medals. He lost his legs in the war. He got honorably discharged for his wonderful service. God bless this man. And he became blind eventually because, you know, he's pretty old. He is rocking a sweet hat though. Like, where can I cop myself one of those?
Well, what kind of stuff has he invented?
But yeah, he's invented many things. He invented light bulbs. He invented refrigerators. He's just a really awesome guy. I'd say his name is Maurice.
Wow, he sounds like a really awesome guy.
Yeah,
You know, with that kind of history, he must rank pretty high on our list here then, right?
he's really awesome. I'd say
I'm
like,
thinking A or S, you know?
yeah, I'd say like top of A.
Wow, better than Ashton on Acid. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he does have the Nobel Prize, so
It's just how down to earth he is. I mean, being
Abs-
with him is like being on the drug Maurice.
he doesn't
No.
need drugs to have a good time, and that's just a wonderful thing to live by.
He is one standout guy, that's for sure. He sounds pretty awesome.
It looks like they're gonna have a real nice conversation, a real civil conversation, because Maurice is just that kind of really nice guy.
Okay, well, we're finally done with the birds, and this next guy is actually a little odd. This little
What?
electricity boy can just jump down from the bottom and try to get you.
That's just a lightning bolt,
The little
shooting star.
Purple goo on it.
It's a goo, Jello the Jet, because of the goo.
You know, I could see our boy Joe being useful. You know, maybe he just wants to jump up at you and give you a hug when you're down.
Oh, so he's like a defibrillator.
Not quite what I meant, but yeah, that could be totally something he does. His exact usage is a little unknown, but that could definitely be one of them.
You know, he seems like he's really misunderstood. I would put him below the cloud guy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's nice to give Hilbert and Tootson a new friend and have a whole trio.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd be best friends.
We got a nice little friend group over there, the little trio of them, the little misfits.
Yeah, I'm glad that we found a place for our little guys. Now we are on to our final enemy of the Fluff Puff Peaks. Get ready.
That's just a that's just a Lego.
Yeah, that's just a kid's toy.
Well, if you hit this guy, then he'll stop in place and then start shooting his sections up and just exploding.
If you what? We need to keep him far away from anybody in D tier.
Well, regardless of what D tier would do to this guy, what are we naming this crackly explodey boy?
I think he just named it on the nose, Crackly Explodey Boy.
Yeah.
Not exactly what I was going for, but you know, whatever, that's a solid name.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you definitely want him hanging around tumor and gum disease, right? That's pretty solid.
No one in D tier can be near
Nobody
him.
in D tier, absolutely. He is frightened. He looks deeply frightened, just like our victim Vernon over there. But unlike Vernon, he's a little more lucky. I would put him in A tier because it looks like he's gonna get chomped by the big boss over there. The big boss is trying to chomp him down.
I think A tier is probably the safest bet, you know?
And with that, we have successfully named and ranked half of Wonder's enemies. Stay tuned for next time to see the drama, the lore, and the stupid fun as Topaz and PP the Best tackle the next half of the game. If you enjoyed and would like to see more, give the like and subscribe button a nice pat on the head, and we'll see you next time.